Please welcome Courtney Starr.
Motherfucker, I've been mortified, 45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them.
Hey guys, what is up? I am back with another full day of eating video. I'm starting at meal 2 because I forgot meal 1 by accident. So, what I've got here is a combination of beef and chicken because I was running out of both and that's all I have left, which is 4 ounces of lean protein. And then I've got 100 grams of rice, a little bit of lettuce, and one of the holy guacamole cups. So this would be meal 2 on a rest day. My menu is a little bit different versus training and rest days. I get a lot more carbs on my training days, but this is meal 2 on a rest day. Let's go look. Full day of eating, what do you got?
This is rice and grinds, so cream of rice, banana, and whey protein isolate.
And that's your pre-workout, right?
It's my pre-workout, easy digesting, a lot of carbs, right to the muscle, easy, no bloating.
So, and then how many meals have you had today so far?
This is only my second
meal, and you have 2 meals before you go to the gym usually?
Usually.
Okay, me too. Also, I haven't done it yet, but if you guys want to see me eat Charles High Day, where I do a video where I eat my super heavyweight open bodybuilder's boyfriend's diet, you gotta let me know because
She wants to do it.
I'm just getting to the point where I'm responsible enough. I'm like, maybe that's not a good idea, but I'm also just bold enough that I would still do it at this point.
She already had the French toast the other day, though.
Yeah. Did I eat as much as you did?
Maybe not. It was a good bit, though.
It was a good bit, but anyways, we'll see if I can do it. And if I do it and I do throw up, I will make sure I incorporate that into the video. So anyways, this is meal 2 for both of us. He's training, this is me non-training, and I'll keep it going throughout the day. Okay, you guys, post-workout meal. So honestly, I'm unprepared. I need to go grocery shopping very badly. So I'm eating the leftover anabolic pizza out of Sam and I's cookbook for my post-workout. There's a few pieces left. Made it for Charles last night. He said he was craving pizza, so I made us the healthy anabolic pizza. And that is what I'm doing for post-workout. What you got? Anabolic cereal? And by anabolic, we just mean regular cereal.
Frosted Flakes, Berry Pebbles.
The man keeps buying cereal. You don't need any more.
Show him all the boxes.
There's like 20 bucks. He keeps buying more. I'm like, we literally don't need more cereal. You see all that up there? There's more behind it. All those bags, and there's more. And he just...
I like to keep some diversity.
What's going on with that?
Getting huge.
Alrighty, so don't worry guys, my next meal will be perfectly on point. Alright guys, what is up? So I'm on after breakfast. What else did I post? I think I posted 2 other meals. I went grocery shopping, so I'm meal prepping right now. But I've got some yogurt with some rice cakes, and I put a little bit of protein powder and then Hershey's in this. And I'm gonna put this on the rice cakes and then top it with beast mode because it is super bomb. So this is one of my favorite snacks, especially if you guys like yogurt or you like snacking or you have a sweet tooth or you like something crunchy but sweet. The yogurt with rice cakes and a little bit of protein powder is the bomb. So one of my favorite things about this snack is that you can kind of change the flavor. So if you have a chocolate protein powder, you can do chocolate. If you have strawberry, pumpkin spice, whatever, then you have a plain yogurt, and you do plain rice cakes, then whatever you flavor your yogurt as, it's like it could be literally something different every time depending on how many flavors of how many flavors of protein that you have. So it's kind of nice for variety if you guys like changing up your flavors, but really good snack. Definitely recommend trying. Good morning, what is up? So I've got meal 1. It is a breakfast sandwich with a couple of whole eggs, 1 slice of sourdough bread, and a little bit of deli turkey, and 1 slice of pepper jack cheese. And then I like to put a little bit of grilled onion, and then there's a tomato under there too, but you can't see it because it's covered up in all the goodness. But I love a good breakfast sandwich, so that is my first meal. And then I've also got Charles' first meal working. It's basically an egg white pancake, and that is happening right now. So, meal 1 in progress. Final product.
Does it better than me, that's for sure. Put me on third. Each individual piece, right?
I think that is absolutely not the way to do it, but it's okay. He syrups and seasons each little piece of pancake. I do the whole thing and then eat it all. I only do it once. But he does every bite.
It's different when you have as much egg whites. She eats like a third of this.
It's true. Good enough?
It's always good when I don't make it.
Okay, so next meal is 100 grams of rice, 4 ounces of chicken, and 1 of the holy guacamole cups. Of course, I use feast mode seasonings on it. I really like the hickory barbecue flavor right now, but that is what my next meal is going to be looking like. So pretty exciting. Chicken breast, rice, and a holy guacamole. Hey guys, what is up? So I just got back from body work a little bit ago and then posing Lacey because she's getting on stage this weekend, but this isn't my last meal today, but this is my favorite meal today. I did a little bit of brown rice pasta with low-calorie Alfredo sauce. It's 40 calories per serving, and then chicken breast. So, I've been really liking pasta this improvement season. There's definitely room for it when you're in a growth phase and then when we're getting your carbs up. It's going to be a lower volume, higher carb option. So, when we're looking to increase your food, or like you're not super hungry for a lot of food, pasta is a really great option for that one. So this is like my go-to, one of my go-to meals for improvement season right now. And I'll kind of mix it up between shrimp and chicken with the Alfredo sauce. I could use a red sauce, like a lower calorie red sauce, but the main thing with pasta is you just want to make sure that there's not going to be a bunch of fat in it. So trying to go for the lower calories, but also paying attention to ingredients, and I'm trying to stay away from sodium phosphates and all that stuff. So I chose the best, healthiest, low-calorie pasta sauce that I could find, and I'll show you what that is here in a second. Okay, and the real reason everyone's watching this video, or if you've made it this far, congratulations. You've made it to the main event. So, we got Charles here. I was thinking you could talk about your off-season a little bit, because you just competed a little over a month ago. And you have been enjoying some more flexibility with this improvement season than in past years.
Oh my goodness.
So,
on the spot?
Let's talk about it.
What specifically?
Just your improvement season, your diet. What's your, you show your diet to a lot of people on Instagram. They think it's outrageous you're eating cereal and all the things.
Yeah, so I would still be, obviously we're reverse dieting, this would be considered a rebound. That's how me and my coach have approached it every time we come out of a prep. And honestly, I'm seeing my body become more responsive than it ever has been, while also, like she said, using and eating a little bit more out of the box food. And I'm not even talking about my diet or what you might see on my Instagram, but we go out to eat a little bit more often, or she'll make, I've always lived alone, and I have the perk of an amazing cook right at my side. So, whether it be, like you might see on her stories, breakfast sandwiches, sub sandwiches.
Pizza. I made him a pizza.
It's, protein ice cream is another good one she's turned me on to. It's, there's ways to enjoy these foods while staying in a certain diet content. So, my food's definitely been a little bit more fun than usual. I eat cereal post-workout every single day. As I continue to grow and get bigger, I just have the capacity to take in more carbohydrates. I've always calorie cycled. So really the only difference in this rebound phase coming out of prep is my food is essentially the same that it was in prep and the improvement season before. It's just I'm now at a point where I'm eating even more food than I left last off season, and that's required as we're growing and going to the next level, being a super heavyweight bodybuilder and 6 feet tall, I have another 15 pounds of stage weight potentially to play with before I step on stage again next time. So taking advantage of my metabolism, my appetite being high right now, and again, having fun and balancing that in life with having a partner.
And, okay, let's talk about some of the specific foods. So, when we're talking about fun food, so we already said the protein ice cream, anabolic French toast, we do that on the high days, and I went to the farmer's market that's in downtown Summerlin, and they have this really good, like, fresh baked sourdough bread, so I'll utilize that, because that's just it's a healthier ingredient. And then, white rice pasta, that's another thing he's been utilizing. Less voluminous source of carbs, so for somebody who's eating an uncomfortable amount of food, that seems to have been helping you, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the first time I've ever done that. It's always been an option for me in my diet, but you can get the same amount of carbohydrates with eating pasta, for anybody that's sick of just eating rice every day. I always get clients asking or thinking that, do I have to eat chicken and rice? Or there's ways to get these foods in and hitting your diet goals while just having a little bit more fun. So white rice pasta has been a good option for sure. It's a little bit more preparation, but it tastes good.
Yeah, I prep it. It's easy. Look, it's literally the same as cooking any other pasta. I think it's even more, it's just as simple as rice. But, okay, so there's the white rice pasta, and then, we just get that you can get that from Smith's. That's where I get it from. It's in, like, the Asian food section of the store. It's not by all the other pasta, so if you guys are looking for it, that's where you would find that one. And I think that's most of it, right?
I mean, yeah, like high day, obviously high carbohydrates. There's more sugary stuff. I'll eat Ezekiel cereal. That's something that I incorporate in the off season. The French toast in the morning, Fig Newton cookies as everyone sees me eating. But, aside from that, it's, you always want to stay disciplined post-show, but, it is a time, and if you've been dieting for a certain amount of time, mentally it can be relieving to, use these resources, because when you're doing this all year and you're strict about it, it can be mentally draining.
Yeah, for sure. And then the other thing too is the digestion with that, right? So when you're in the improvement season and you're, eating to grow, and I've been telling a lot of my girls this, but I've seen a lot of coaches will make this mistake I've seen it where people will try to stay really lean in the off season. They'll kind of limit their gains because of that. And I do think it's super important to stay lean in the off season. You do too. Or as lean as you can.
To a degree.
Yeah, while getting your calories up.
Depends on the situation.
Right. Some people have an easier time staying lean than others. That's just the genetic variables, right? But I think some people will try to use supplements to offset not eating food. Extra cardio is a way to offset, and it doesn't work like that. You have to be comfortable with eating on a schedule, just like you were in prep, optimizing your protein intake by 5 protein feedings per day. That's optimal, based on research. For him, it's 10 times a day, but 5 for, my girls that are watching this that are I've had a lot of people tell me, I only want to eat 3 times a day, or it's really hard for me to get that, to, eat that many times, or to stop what I'm doing. And so, there's a lot of convenience ways that we can get the protein in, or get you to have a meal that, requires less time, less microwaves, and less of an operation. But it is super important that we optimize that in a growth phase.
Touch on one thing. The biggest mindset advice that I can give on any of it, moving from prep to off season, is in reality it's all the same thing. When you can look at it from a 365 perspective and just more consider it a lifestyle, and teaching and being optimal, like we're saying, in every single way, then it's much easier to get ready, and you just kind of detach these expectations that you put on it. It becomes a little bit more fun.
Yeah, and that's with eating in the off season too. I think some people are under the impression that they're following their diet to stay lean, when in reality, that's not all it is. You are eating to fuel your body, to put on as much lean tissue as you can.
Letting your body do what it wants to do.
Yeah, lean tissue being skeletal muscle mass, right? So if you think that, that it's just, it's coming from a place of aesthetics, only, you got to let that go, because even if you're following your reverse diet perfectly, everybody's genetically different. You might not stay as lean as you think you should, but that's what needs to happen in order for you to grow and contribute to the bigger goal that you have, which a lot of the people that I see and that I work with have big goals in the sport of bodybuilding, or they want to win an overall show, or they want a pro card in either the IFBB or the OCB. And so that requires improvement seasons where you are fueling that growth.
I think there's a line where you don't want to feel like crap, but you do need a healthy enough, or everyone's different, that optimal amount of body fat that you need in order to grow. And that comes from eating in a caloric surplus. And, you know, if you're able to build your calories up in the improvement season, which I'm an example of the last couple of years, again, growing into my frame, and I'm going to do it again this year, is you get to eat a lot more food and prep. And so it blends together more, and you detach the expectations, and you're able to just approach it as a lifestyle, and it changes everything.
And digestion is important in the off season too when you're eating more food. So he uses fiber.
I myself spend hundreds of dollars on digestion, like between fiber, of course. I take that morning and night. My coach's company, Gut Revival, that a lot of the girls have started taking as well. That's an expensive powder, but all for one, amazing for digestion. Just kind of primes the gut. I'll drink that every single morning. And glutamine as well. And then also taking digestive enzymes, you know, not just your crappy $5 one off the shelf, but with probiotics mixed in, you know, what's the other one that I ordered? Sodium, I forget the last part of it.
I don't know.
Anyways, there's a lot that goes into it. I take probably 5 to 7 different things just for digestion.
Yeah, so I definitely like to minimize the amount of supplements that we're putting in. So that's why I really like the all-in-ones. I like the Gut Revival because it has sun fiber, it has zinc, magnesium, glutamine all in it. It also has multiple probiotics and prebiotics using different companies' technology called Prefer Pro. So you've got both in there, which I really like. So I don't like to over-recommend over-the-counter supplements just because it is completely unregulated by the FDA, and so a lot of the time you don't actually know what you're getting, but that's why certain brands, like Cement Sups, I've actually had really good experience with their liver enzymes as well, are really good. So that Gut Revival is really awesome. Whenever that comes back in stock, it's been sold out for a couple weeks.
It's coming. I need to order it as well. It's about to be stocked, and it won't go out. So that's a key one for sure. I mean, again, and look, I like to think and explain when I'm talking to her girls is, and the way that she explains it too, I'm an extreme example. Again, you know, being and having the goals that I have and the body that I actually have to funnel. Again, it's not normal to eat the amount of food that I am eating, so don't compare yourself to me in that aspect, but that's why I need to take all of these extra things. In reality, if you're taking something like Gut Revival, if you're taking fiber, if you're even doing digestive enzymes, you're doing 99% more than most population, so it's going to work well for you.
Yeah, and then a couple other things you can do too to aid in digestion is organic aloe juice in the morning. That's going to help lower your blood sugar, and it does get things moving if you do that fasted on an empty stomach. So that's a really good one. Warm lemon water before you have a meal. If you do notice, like if your body's lacking stomach acid, sometimes that can actually help you. Which there's not a whole lot of people that one would apply to, but if you just find that you're bloated after every meal, or some people do have that diagnosis, if you're low stomach acid, you have warm lemon water before you eat your food. That can help a lot.
For all you girls out there, you know, switch 1 cup of coffee for matcha. That's actually really great for your gut as well.
Yeah, and matcha powder, you'd want to make sure it's just not loaded down in sugar. There are brands on Amazon you can get that are really good for that. But yeah, matcha is really great. And then apple cider vinegar is actually really good too. The minimum effective dose based on research is going to be 2 tablespoons per day. But that one's really great as well.
You can just get the pills too, so you can save drinking that.
Well, the only thing with the pills is it kind of lowers because it's encapsulated. There's something up with the capsules of those. But that's the other thing too, guys. There's so much like information overload. The reality is, if you're, find a probiotic that you like, or, I like to do the aloe juice every morning. My staples is going to be the Gut Revival when it's in stock, the aloe juice in the morning, and I use the Gut Revival. That's my probiotic, that's my prebiotic, that's my zinc, magnesium, it's got glutamine in there, so that's kind of that's my all for one. Because otherwise you're taking 50 different things. So, and that kills, that just kills me. I know a lot of people do it, sometimes it's necessary. He does it, Sam does it. Sam takes so many vitamins every day too, but it's completely individual to the person. So if you need a supplement, take it, but just make sure that you're getting, a quality brand or a quality supplement if you're going to do that. But
chocolate fiber is also a great diet hack.
Oh yeah, so the fiber he uses is the Project 80 fiber. And that one's really good in the churn pancake, the egg white churn pancake. I've been kind of using that for some of my girls too who are struggling. So the other thing too with the fiber is some people are afraid of being more constipated because of things like Metamucil. You see it get all sludgy and gross, and it can make you feel pretty terrible after. I like the Project AD fiber because I found that doesn't tend to do that. And if you overconsume fiber, it's not usually an issue of constipation. It's usually the opposite. It's a loose, watery stool or diarrhea. So that's how you know if you overdid the fiber. But
it's higher quality and it's protein powder-ish, the consistency. So that and egg whites alone, it makes a great pancake. That's what you'll always see me eating, as she refers it to.
The churn pancake. All right, I think that pretty much sums up. So that's the full day of eating off-season version. The other one that I did, I was dieting. So this is kind of and I did this on a rest day too. So it's my rest day, full day of eating. So I'll have to do my training day, full day of eating. Maybe my full day of eating his high day to see if I can do it. That's still on the table. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell button, and we'll see you next time.